Here we have a 2019 on a 19 registration Mercedes-Benz Atego 921L Noone Turas 900 33 seat midi coach. So we are out just about 10 minutes to the east of Taunton in a little village called Hatch Beauchamp at Hatch Green Coaches. Predominantly, as you look around, minibus operator. We like a solo, do a lot of local bus services with a little bit of private hire. And the reason we're moving this vehicle on is because over there just hiding are a couple of Brannies, Grand Toros. So, what can I say about it? As far as Atego based products go, everybody knows that the Turas 900 is my favourite for a lot of reasons. I mean, this one is very, very well presented with alloy wheels. Bodywork is not immaculate, there's a couple of little marks, but pretty much, to be honest, as good as you're going to get, bearing in mind these things run around country lanes all day. You've got a bit of a scuff on the back corner, I think. Let me have a feel. No, it won't polish out. A little bit of a scuff on the back corner. Winner for this product for me, reverse camera up there by the way. Winner for this product for me, but and over a lot of more coach spec vehicles, rear engine vehicles, is the luggage, because you've got a good boot on it. Take a note of the carpet rolled up there. That's the carpet for the aisle. If you go back to Cheetahs back in the day, right, you'll remember that if you had 33 seats you didn't get enough luggage, and if you had 29 seats you didn't have enough seats but you had plenty of luggage. This does both, because you've got a boot that's big enough there for 33 reasonably sized suitcases. Okay, that's one of the big ticks for me on this product. That isn't, because what it means now is that I'm going to have to look dead unprofessional in the middle of my video and shut this boot, because if I don't, it goes blippity blippity blip in the cab quite annoyingly, which means you ain't got to drive off with the boot open. Back down the near side again, bodywork's good. You've got this decent sized side locker here. You can put your mops and buckets, bits and bobs, but there is a scuff just right at the bottom that runs into the locker lid as well. But that's all I can find, if I'm being honest, which, considering the nature of the operation, I don't think it's bad. Power operated plug type door just makes it feel like a coach. This is the winner for me over all other Atego products. See, the guys at Noone think about stuff, right? And everybody, when they stopped doing the Cheetah, when they stopped doing the Vario, because they couldn't get Euro 6, they had to build on Atego. Everybody went, how are we going to do this? I know, we'll just plonk a box on top of the engine, which resulted in some very interesting entrance arrangements. Particularly, you know, if you look at the original Cheetah XLs, which didn't have a drop centre aisle, you'd open that and it looked like you were going to get up Kilimanjaro. What the Noones have done, they moved everything back and they built behind the engine, right? What does that mean? It means the driver is where the passengers want him or her, him or her. I hate, do you know what I hate? I hate having my Wigan accent where everything is burker, fur, right, and then trying to make myself sound like I've not got a Wigan accent, then everybody doesn't take the mickey out. I mean, it comes out wrong anyway, any road. And it's not that I'm not proud of my roots, it's just that I like people to understand what I'm saying. Yeah, if you get on like your Cheetah XL, for example, and I'm using that as an example, right, you're getting on behind the driver. If you get on your own Victorian, you've got to like circumnavigate the engine round behind the driver. With this, because it's engineered so that everything's further back, you get on and the driver's right there. Passengers like that. And it means, whilst it's not as low as a Vario, you've got a lower, you know, the steps aren't deep, are they? You've got a lower, more senior citizen friendly entrance. So let's have a look. The interiors are a massive upgrade on Vario products as well. You've got 33 reclining seats in here. Now, we all know I'm not a fan of black and red, but they're into a lot of red, so we like this. Okay, I actually prefer this interior, particularly as it's got dark curtains. I prefer this over full leather. I like the maquette, not too much going on. They've just kept the red into the flaps. Everything else, nice corporate look about it. As I said, reclining seats, half leather trim we've just discussed, 3-point seat belts. There's USB connections. In, for me, one of the best places for them, in the rack. Why? Anything that's not in eye line, people don't play with. If I'm sat here and, you know, I'm of a certain age and I've got a USB thing there, if I'm out to plug in, I'll get my pencil and I'll start poking it in, or I'll get some chewing gum and go like that and what have you. If it's there, I don't even know it's there. Downside. It's not a downside, really. When everybody's plugged in, it looks like the oxygen masks have deployed on an aeroplane. Listen, the seats are in great order. We've got a wood effect floor. We've got the aisle carpet, as you know, in the locker. We're wired for CCTV. Spheros air conditioning, same as on a Van Hool. Right? I really, really rate this product. We're going to get to a Marmite bit in a minute. Dash layout is great. Everything's over out the way to the driver's right. You've got multifunction steering wheel. Obviously, it's Euro 6. It's got a 6-speed manual gearbox. What that means is, to the uninitiated, there's 3 pedals instead of 2 down there, right? That one there, on the left, that's not to adjust the steering wheel. That's to change gear. However, that's going to put a lot of people off. Now, I've driven the automated power shift gearbox, and for me, the big issue with that is when it pulls away, it's very low geared in the first 3 gears, so it's like and then you get going and it's very jerky, where I think the manual will give you, if driven correctly, a far smoother ride. I've also just manoeuvred the coach, so a little bit of clutch control required. Do you remember the old Cheetahs, 2004s and that sort of age, and you needed like knee surgery after you'd driven one for a full day? What a light clutch, honestly. So for me, initially, in this day and age, the manual gearbox, I'd be thinking, well, I'd rather have an automatic. But you know, having driven the 2, I think I'd rather have a manual, if I'm being honest. Lane departure warning, automated emergency braking system. As I said, Turas 900, my favourite Atego based vehicle, right? If you don't want a little coach, a Temsa or a Yutong or whatever, nothing better. And to recap, this is, I didn't mention mileage, it's only done 75,000 kilometres. So to recap, this is a very low mileage, 2019 on a 19 registration, Mercedes-Benz Atego 921L, Noone Turas 900, 33 seat midi coach.